Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of To Wed in Scandal by Liana Lefey, performed by Justine Eyre. Prologue, London, 1713. The oaf had finally left, but not without a parting gift. The thought of Montgomery finding the snake she'd secreted in his coat pocket brought a fierce grin to Sabrina's lips. She rather hoped he discovered it on his way home, for it was particularly satisfying to picture him trapped in the close confines of the carriage with a slithering reptile loose about his feet. With delight, she imagined Montgomery leaping out onto the street, his conveyance continuing on its journey without him. He might even land in a large, noisome puddle, face first. She smothered a laugh as she crept into Mamma's room and hid behind the door. Being the youngest and smallest, her job was to listen in on her parents' conversation and report back to her sisters. It was especially important now, as a topic of discussion would surely be Montgomery's visit today. Papa wanted him for Eugenia, even though she'd expressed strong wishes to the contrary. She could not agree with Eugenia more. The man was simply horrid. Sabrina reflected upon his many offences with growing irritation. After her first few attempts to sabotage his suit, he'd taken to calling her the Red Pestilence. He'd done it again today as he was leaving, and worse, he'd yanked one of her loose curls as he'd said it. Even now her cheeks burned. The thought of him as a brother-in-law was positively galling. It could not be countenanced. Thus her slippery little present. Last week she'd put ink in his tea. The result had been spectacular, and Papa had been livid. At least this time no one but Montgomery would bear witness to her japery. She shrank back as Mamma sailed into the room, Papa close on her heels and already arguing in favour of Montgomery.
Elizabeth, you know he's the best possible match. They are of an age, they already know each other and are on friendly terms, and
She's in love with Afton, answered Mamma. Papa let out an exasperated sigh.
She's young. She can learn to love Montgomery.
You know it doesn't work that way, Harry. Her quiet reply was followed by silence. Sabrina peeked through the crack just as Papa moved to stand behind her mother and place his hands on her shoulders.
I know, my dear.
Again he sighed, only this time it sounded resigned.
Very well. I shall allow her to choose between them. Montgomery would provide a better life for her, but if it is her wish, I will give Afton my blessing.
Mamma turned in his arms, and Sabrina...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?